Welcome to page 1 of Excel packet number 4. On page 1, we're going to be working with complex fractions. Our I can statement is, I can simplify a complex fraction. Let's take a look at letter A on this warm-up page. We know that this bar between the two fractions means division. Let's read this fraction. 3/4 divided by 3/8. Please take notes along with me. Let's rewrite this in a linear fashion. 3/4 must come first, divided by 3/8. When it's in division form, you are not allowed to reduce. In this case, it would be impossible anyways. Now we're going to keep it, change it, flip it, and rewrite it as a multiplication problem. The 3/4 is a keep, just as is. Division becomes multiplication, and we take the reciprocal of 3/8. We flip it and it becomes 8/3. Now you can reduce. We can divide a 3 out of this numerator and this denominator. We get 1 and 1. And we can divide a 4 out of this denominator and this numerator. We get a 1 here. 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 8 divided by 4 is actually 2. When we multiply, top times top, we get 2. Bottom times bottom, we get 1. When we reduce, we get the whole number 2. Let's try another one. Let's go to letter B. When we read it, it's 4/9 divided by 2/3. And once again, no reducing when it's written as a division problem. Now let's keep it, change it, flip it, and rewrite it as a multiplication problem. The 4/9 stays as is, times we take the reciprocal of 2/3, which is 3/2. We flip it. Now let's divide a 2 out of this numerator and this denominator. We get 2 on top in the new numerator and 1 on the bottom, and we can divide a common 3 out of each of these. 3 divided by 3 becomes 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Top times top as we multiply. 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. This is in simplest form. We cannot reduce it. Let's try one more, which contains a mixed number. Letter C. Once again, rewrite it in a linear fashion. 1 1/2 divided by 5/8. Now, before we keep it, change it, flip it, we have to convert the mixed number 1 1/2 to a pure fraction. Let's go round the world and take 2 times 1 plus 1. 2 times 1 plus 1 gives us 3/2 divided by 5/8. Now we can keep it, change it, flip it. Please take down these notes. When you keep it, change it, flip it, we rewrite it as 3/2 times 8/5. We can cross-reduce the 8 and the 2. We can divide a common 2 out of each. 8 divided by 2 gives us a new numerator of 4, and 2 divided by 2 gives us a denominator of 1. Other than that, we're done. Top times top gives us 12. Bottom times bottom gives us 5. This is what we call an improper fraction. In order to finish out the problem, we must convert it to a mixed number. Let's take our 12 and divide by 5. 2 times 5 is 10, remainder 2, which we put over 5. It is really 2 2/5. Now, just to double check that, let's go round the world and check our work. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 would give us a numerator of 12. It's correct. Our work is done. Final answer, 2 2/5. This concludes page 1.